to you. And also Jay from Framingham has made a rare appearance into the AF studio.
I like how Jay comes into the studio these days. He comes barging through the door like it's the opening credits of a sitcom. It's like, hi, you expect a freeze frame smile, and Jay! Hi!
And-as. I'm the and-as.
Oh, you're the and-as?
Yeah.
The wacky neighbor?
Right. Oh, and don't forget, the Opie and Anthony show today is dedicated to Christopher Glover.
That's right.
Doing time in Walpole.
Our captive audience member.
Yes.
Because
you got to explain that story again, because the uncle finally called back, thank God. So it looks like I'm not going to have my skull crushed in.
Well, yesterday we were signing the new CD, Royal Flush, at Strawberries in Quincy.
Quincy, right?
Yes.
We learned how to say Quincy finally. It's only been 2.5 years that I've been saying Quincy.
Please. It took me long enough to say Peabody. Peabody. So this guy comes in, big guy.
Right.
And he asks if we could dedicate a Metallica song to his nephew, Christopher, who is in Walpole Prison.
Christopher Glover.
That's right.
The show's dedicated to Christopher Glover.
It most certainly is.
Okay.
For God's sake. For your sake.
Right.
So, Opie says, yeah.
And I would have. We do.
It's rough when we are on location. We're doing a remote. People come up and ask for a song. It's very hard for us because we have a list at that point of what music's going to be played because there's a guy working the board here back at the station.
Right.
And it's, you know, you don't want to get on and go, could you go back now with everything else you're doing, find this CD, rearrange the set list, you know, and everything. It's just a pain in the ass. It's easier when we're sitting here. But for some reason, Opie felt he didn't want to explain that to the gentleman.
I figured if, you know, we played some Metallica, I would quickly say, hey, this is for Christopher Glover.
Right.
Walpole.
We didn't play any Metallica.
And I also figured if we didn't get to it yesterday, we would do it today.
Well, he didn't care.
Okay, so I left early to go to the Celtics game last night.
So I lambasted Ope for leaving me there alone for the last break and, you know, signed off. And I see the guy come back through the door.
He's a huge motherfucker, too.
And he's pissed.
Yeah.
It's like, where's Opie? At an effing basketball game?
Right.
He goes, that mother effer said that he was going to request a dedicated Metallica song to my nephew.
Now, I don't want...
And he lied to me, and I'm taking this personally, and he's a little F, every other letter that means something bad.
Well, you're leaving out one detail.
What?
This guy did some time.
Oh, yeah.
Not like a year. He did some time.
Well, yeah.
So, and you don't want to piss off these type of guys.
He was upset.
Right.
So I had to diffuse the situation without just turning around and taking the easy way of going, yeah, he is an a-hole, Opie. You know, that Opie is a big, dumb son. You just kick his ass next time you see him. Trying to get the heat off me.
Yeah.
But, no, and I told him today, when we were in the studio, I will, make sure it is taken care of.
Yeah.
And we dedicated the whole show to Christopher Glover, who was spending his years in Walpole.
In Walpole.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And the guy heard that we dedicated the show to Christopher Walpole.
Big guy.
Christopher Glover. Sorry.
He said he got choked up.
Yeah.
A little teary-eyed, he says.
Right.
I was there, I'm caving some guy's head in, and I hear you dedicate it to my nephew. I'm getting a little misty. I had to stop, I'm beating him over the head with a tire iron, and I had to pull over and stop. I had a moment right there, is what I had. When it was done, I commenced to pounding again, but I stopped for a minute.
Remember, Anthony just did that little bit.
No, that wasn't me.
Anthony did that.
That was Jay from Framingham. If you ever see Jay from Framingham, kick his ass.
That's right. All right, can we move on?
Yes, let's move on Christopher Glover Day.
Yes, Christopher Glover Day. Don't forget our interview with Green Day will be on Real Rock TV Saturday night at midnight on WUNI.
Not only that, but Anna Mall, porn star.
Where we pour the paint over her loveliness. So
pictures on the Underground website.
I mentioned the Green Day because we're going to play some Green Day. Off Nimrod. Let's set you ride with the Stray Cats. The Stray Cats strut. Station that really rocks, 107.3 WAF. Fu Manchu, that's Evil Eye. That's a WAF exclusive from one of the bands playing the WAF 3-day holiday rage. They are playing on the first night with Days of the New and Godsmack, Monday, December 8th. Tickets available through Ticketmaster, 931-2000. All three shows happening at Mama Kid Music Hall. You got to be 21 plus, and they cost $10 in advance. 3-show package, $25. Do you need any more info on this? And we're giving away tickets for Ticket Blitz Thursday for the second night, which features Pissed On, Head Swimming, Gooch Thumb. We got Shelly Belly working the phones. We'll give a pair to the seventh caller right now at 931-1AF. It's Opie, it's Anthony, and it's Jay from Framingham. Dude, we got to tell Jay about Crazy Jim yesterday.
Oh, God, that was disgusting. Man, Crazy Jim.
Where is Crazy Jim? If Crazy Jim's listening in the sales area, run down the hall. We want you on the air again today.
He told a story. He actually stayed up one night calculating how much, as he says, batch I've thrown over my life.
But you know, his equation was pretty logical. That's what scared me.
His love seed. And he was just talking through self-abuse, not even like with a partner.
Well, he's 35 years old, and he's figured he's been doing it since he was about 16.
Yeah.
That's starting late, I think.
Well, he was always rounding off down, you know, to a lower number, and it was still ridiculous.
Yeah.
Then he figured he had done it once every other day, even though he says he does it every day and sometimes up to 4 times. So this is really cutting it low. And then he figured that it would be a 1/4 ounce per
batch,
as he so eloquently puts it, batch. And it worked out, if you do the math, to a whopping 6.7 gallons of batch.
So I said, I'm not going over your house and making sandwiches anytime soon.
Got milk? All you picture is almost 7-gallon jugs full of this demon seed. I know when I go and buy, like, the gallon waters at Shaw's, I gotta make 2 trips from the trunk if I have 3. And he's talking like 7 jugs.
Well, he added to the
batch.
He added to the thing today in the back room. That's why I wanted to get him on the air, but I guess he's...
Oh, he did?
I guess he's actually working today.
Working on a new bat.
You know when you give blood and you get those lovely gold, blood drop pins?
Blood droplet.
Right.
Sure.
He wants to make sperm pins, white sperm pins. So when you get up to like 4 or 5 gallons, you get the white sperm pin.
What is wrong with
This is what goes through this guy's head.
What is wrong? Remember the other day we were doing the bit on the land of misfit adult toys.
Oh, wait, let's play it so people have a reference.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah, you can play it first, I guess. Or
all right, this is Anthony from the other day.
But they did have that voice,
Yeah. Well, that's where I got the voice from.
It's a Charlie in the box.
Yeah.
The land of misfit toys, don't you know?
I love that scene.
The land of misfit sex toys. No one wants a blow-up doll with no holes.
No.
We're all misfits. Look, a paw dildo with 4 heads. No one wants that, don't you know?
Now, this is the land of misfit adult toys.
Misfit adult toys.
Okay.
Benoit cubes.
Benoit cubes.
Nobody wants Benoit cubes.
Of course not.
Look over here. Sandpaper butt plugs.
Ah, jeez.
Condoms lubricated with Bengay, don't you know? No one wants those.
I don't want to be an elf. I want to be a porn star.
And the kid wanted to be a dentist.
Yeah, he wanted to be a damn dentist.
Hair going.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't quite as scary, though.
No. There's Anthony for the other day. Yes, go ahead.
When we were trying to think of sex toys that we could, pervert into unwanted sex toys, we went to Jim.
Yeah.
And he starts rattling off all these sex toys. And it's not just that he saw them in a catalog or heard friends talking about them. These are in his house somewhere. They're in his house.
Yeah.
How about anal beads, he's saying. And he's used them at some point in his life.
Yeah, we were going to use anal squares for that bit, actually, I remember, instead of the anal beads. But Jane just came in. Crazy Jim's in a sales meeting until 5:30, so.
I hope no one's shaking his hand.
Really? Speaking of the sperm thing.
Yeah.
Someone sent me an email, and I want to see if this is true or not, that some girls are allergic to sperm.
I've heard that.
You have heard that?
Yes, some of the enzymes, Opie.
Really?
Contained in sperm does give...
So what happens if you're allergic to sperm?
I think you get like inflamed inside.
Really?
I'm inflamed.
I think you cut your hair real short and
become a gym teacher. You get that special haircut, spiky on top, long in the back.
All right, girls. Come on. I'm allergic to sperm. Climb the ropes, girls. Come on. Toes on the line, ladies. Come on, time to watch that hygiene film. Everyone, come on, in the classroom. I'm going to go watch you in the locker rooms change. Come on, girls, I'm allergic to sperm.
Well, I want to hear from some girls that are allergic to sperm. Now, if you're allergic to this, you go to the doctor, and what happens? You know, like when you're allergic to cats or peanut butter or milk products and stuff, they prick you with a bunch of needles. Well, if you're allergic to sperm, do they, I don't know, prick you with a bunch of you-know-what to see what happens?
I'm going to have to probe her case.
I don't know. That is an interesting question you pose. Allergic to sperm.
If you're allergic to sperm, do you get pricked to see if you're allergic to it?
You gotta use some type of, I guess, condom, maybe.
Okay.
how embarrassing if they have to go to a doctor for the swollen tongue.
With that bit of comedy, we better rock on. Let's rock on, everyone. Oh. Sending this one out to the gang on the Southeast Expressway. I was in your hell yesterday, and I totally feel for you today. It's AM.
Whoa, what's going on over there?
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Wow.
Wow. 107.3 WAF, the only station that really rocks. Oh, I feel much better. Rage Against the Machine and the Ghost of Tom Joad. It's Opie, it's Anthony, it's Jay from Framingham. Man, she still smells good, too.
Yeah, kind of the aroma.
Everyone go for the waff. Okay, and Crazy Jim in the studio because we were talking about your sperm equation from yesterday. It's sweeping the nation. Everyone is trying to figure out their own sperm equations at home because of you from yesterday.
Excellent. I wonder how many gallons are sitting out there unused.
You figured that there was 6.5 gallons over your career of spanking it.
6.7.
6.7
gallons of batch
you have done
produced
over the years.
Right. What, you know those things that spackle come in? What are those?
Yeah.
5 gallon?
Yeah, that's like a big spackle thing.
Hello, I'm here to spackle your wall. You could cover a lot of holes with that.
Wow.
The stuff that they like seal your driveway with, that's 5 gallons.
5 gallons.
5 gallon pail.
It's more than that.
And so you figured in 19 years, because you started spanking at 16?
Right.
That's, me and Ant were discussing this. That's a little late in life to learn how to do it, bro.
I know. Well, I came from
He's making up for lost time.
Yeah, exactly. I had a Catholic upbringing, so we didn't talk about that stuff. And when right around when I was 16, I got a hold of my mother's Joyous Sex book.
Oh.
That outdated thing.
Right, exactly.
That's so funny how the parents are trying to, like, you know, honey, we got to get back to the old days like it was. Let's get the joy of sex and look at these pencil illustrations of people doing it.
Right. So I got to the page where it was talking about masturbation, and it had, like, you know, you could do the hand holding a carrot or the inverted thumb thing. So I'm in the bathroom, right? This is the very first time, and I'm like looking at these diagrams going, and up and down, and up and, and I remember really not knowing what was going to happen at the end, right?
Right. It's like seeing a movie for the first time.
Right, exactly. It's like, kablam, you know?
Were you frightened?
Oh, it was awesome. I was in the bathroom, and I'm like, and my mother's knocking on the door like,
oh, no.
Is everything all right in there? I'm like, yeah. I'm like trying to pull my underwear out of my ass cheeks.
Come on.
They just cinched up so hard I had like my shirt.
Oh, man.
My thighs look like a racehorse's, you know? They were all like totally swollen with blood. I was like, yeah.
So I go downstairs and I dial up my friends, and I'm like, "You'll never believe what I just figured out. You gotta check this out. Get in the bathroom, man."
It doesn't even cost anything, guys.
The best.
Thanks for sharing. It's not like anyone's listening.
19 years of that.
19 years. So
I was telling Anthony before I went on vacation a couple weeks ago. I get up on Friday, right? I'm leaving. I got like a 5-hour ride in front of me. I get up, I throw one. I pack some clothes.
To the layman.
I throw another one, right? It's now like noontime. I'm getting ready to leave the house. I gotta throw a third one because I got a long ride and I won't be able to do it for a while.
You might have some form of obsession with that.
Now,
you think so?
I have a question for you. So you've decided you've thrown 6.7 gallons of batch in 19 years, right?
It's a lot of griddle cakes.
Now,
that's just throwing it.
What about the batches that went
other places?
Well, women.
Right. So we're not even calculating that in. So I gotta be over like the 7-gallon mark. I was actually thinking, you know when you go to the Red Cross, right?
Right.
You give a couple gallons of blood. They give you a little pin that's like a teardrop.
Right.
And it's got a number on it. Like, you know, I've given 2 gallons. You get like a 2, right?
You're not
So I'm thinking about making these up. And they'll look like a little, you know, a white spermy thing, and you can have a number on. Hey, you're in the 8 club. That's good, you know. Your sack must look like raisins.
10 gallons to put your picture in the paper.
Exactly. We're up at the post office.
Oh, that's too funny. Are you done?
You're a busy man, Jim.
There you
That's
go.
great.
You done?
Yeah, I'm finished.
All right, we got to play this for Jim, huh?
Yeah.
From Demented World, it's Hey Masterbator.
Yeah.
On AF.
Sitting in my house and I know that I'm alone. Feeling kinda horny, got a tingle in my bone. Go and grab a penthouse, it's the one with Sharon Stone. Hey, Masterbator. Go a little faster and it's feeling kinda nice. Once ain't enough, so I have to do it twice. You wanna spank the monkey, I can give you good advice. Hey, Masterbator. Hey, Masterbator. Hey, Masterbator.
You gotta do that for the air. You just gotta do it. You gotta explain that very carefully. Because every guy can relate to this.
I got that.
That's Hey Masturbator from Demented World, by the way. Crazy Jim has one last thought on his whole masturbation.
The guys can relate to this. When you when you do yourself, you pleasure yourself, and you finish.
Right.
Right. You make your completion.
Yeah.
You stop. You don't keep touching yourself.
You're done.
You
Business
like
is
can't, right? But if you're in the sack and you're having someone do it for you, then you can just lay there and enjoy the moment, right? And they keep moving their hand.
All right, to the most sensitive of areas.
Right.
Well, you're talking when...
After you've made your
you're done.
You've made your statement.
Your badge.
Your badge.
Don't forget badge.
This is a lesson for the ladies out there if you don't know this yet.
You've made your statement, and you're done, basically, and they keep moving their hand around the most sensitive area. You get that whole, like... You look like Bill the Cat, you know, one eye's all blown up, your tongue's hanging up. Say all kinds of stupid stuff.
So the lesson, kiddies, after the act is complete, you do not, if you're a woman, please don't touch it. But you like it.
Oh, absolutely.
No way. Don't touch it.
Nah.
Don't touch it. Let it cool off.
Grab a beer and watch the rest of the game.
That's right. All right, we done?
We're fit.
All right. Let's rock out with Tracy Bottom and Mother on AF. It's Opie and Anthony and the rest of the gang. Now Fredo has joined the AF studio.
What's up, man?
The regular party.
It is.
Crazy Jim, we've put him in the back of the room for a while.
Crazy Jim and his wacky masturbation stories.
Thanks for sharing today, Crazy Jim. We appreciate it.
The most sexually active man in the world. It is with himself, but he's the most sexually active man in the world.
So, I want you to share the shower bit really fast. Because that's really funny, too. The Coolio line is... Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Sometimes in the shower, when you do it, and you let it fly.
Throw a batch, as you like to say.
And if you don't aim right, it, like, hits your leg. And when it hits when the water hits it, it turns to, like, postage stamp glue. turns to that, like, paste we had in 3rd grade, right? And it totally gets bunged up in the hairs on your legs. And then when you dry off, they all, like, twist together and mat up. So then my leg ends up looking like Coolio's head. I'm having a bad hair day on my calf.
No matter how much soap you use.
And it won't come up. You end up eventually pulling it out. So you got these...
Oh,
It looks like I got the creeping gunga on my leg because I've got all these patches of hair missing, you know?
Yep, it's the creeping gunga. I've seen this before in India.
What do they call that thing when the kids in grade school, their hair used to fall out?
I don't know.
Mange. You're right. My legs look like I got the mange. Look like someone was making paintbrushes from the hair on my legs. Model paintbrushes.
Oh, my God.
Well, thank you, Jeff.
You are just leading an interesting life. You in the shower, he's doing things. You're amazing.
All right. What else is in the news today?
I'm looking at the nanny.
Yes.
She wants to go home.
She can until March now, at the earliest.
Yeah, they're actually appealing.
Right.
But they keep going back to England.
Yeah.
And showing the people that are waiting for her, eagerly for her to come home. And they won't leave those pubs, boy, over there.
Well, they're dwindling, though.
I know, but there's still a couple of them left.
I'm staying right here until Louise is back in jolly old England. I swear I'm not leaving this pub until Louise... No, we have to stay and vigil for Louise. It's all for another pint, would you please? Another pint. I'm here until she is back where she belongs, back home, and she... Hey, what you doing, mate? Set him up with one, too. No, we're both not leaving. I'll take a shot with that if you want. Little bit of bourbon. It's for Louise. It's all for Louise, and I'm not budging until she's back. Where are my teeth?
So true. Well, the people that are holding the candlelight vigils outside the courthouse.
Tuplet mother laughs at my teeth.
Nice. That's good. The vigil that they're doing outside the courthouse in Cambridge is down to 3 people.
Is it 3 people?
It used to be hundreds. Now there's 3.
It's amazing with the news. It's the biggest story and people are involved. After a while,
right?
No one cares.
It's like, okay, well, I gotta get to the mall and get some Christmas shopping done.
That's it. No one cares.
No one cares.
Shake the baby doll. You see that one yet?
Yeah.
You shake. This is great. I saw it on the news. They're selling these dolls that you shake it and the baby laughs. And now there's this huge uproar that it's going to give children the wrong message.
Well, did you see the head when you shake the thing?
Yeah.
It looks like one of those dogs in the back window of the car.
It shakes around.
We got to get some of those dolls and give them away on our show, without a doubt. If someone can make that happen, please get those dolls for us, and we'll give them away right here on the radio.
Cool.
All right. A quick get your ass off the couch and go do some report.
Yes, Opie.
We are so late.
Get your ass off the couch report, sponsored by Cider Jack. Look for Cider Jack's new seasonal spiced hard cider, now available at your favorite bar or retail store. For God's sake. Middle East, the Dirty Larry CD release party with WOCC. Ohm! And every second at the Paradise Max Creek at Bill's Bar. Twisted Roots, half-cocked and glazed.
Presented by Jim Burrow.
Fredo and I will actually be at Tim's Tool House tonight in Worcester.
Really?
54 Millbury Street for Cider Jack.
Well, there you go.
We got passes to ski.
Passes to ski? Okay.
And make sure you go out and see Flubber, my new movie. Watch me jump around and say things that aren't even funny, and you'll laugh at them, because I'm holding this piece of rubber, and it's really fun.
Robin, that wasn't funny?
But I'm in it. Look, I'm catching it with a catcher's mitt. Isn't that funny?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Get your ass off the couch. Get out and do something.
Yeah.
Reluctantly crouched.
Swim and Good Thumb, and we're giving away tickets to that show as part of Ticket Blitz Thursday. If you're the 7th caller right now, you got a pair. 931-1AAF. And the lovely and talented Anne-Marie walked in the studio a little while ago. Mm-hmm. And it's official. The 3rd night with Creed and Cellophane is sold out.
Gone.
Sold out.
See?
So we got tickets for the 1st night and the 2nd night.
Geschnush.
And I know for a fact the 1st night's going to sell out very soon because, I mean, come on, Days of the New, Fu Manchu, and Godsmack. You can get your tickets right now through Ticketmaster, 931-2000. All right? So how do you feel about this whole Demented World thing going national?
Well, it's pretty cool. I wish some of the DJs playing it would say it's, Opie and Anthony. But I'm not surprised.
You're not surprised, right?
No, of course not.
Unbelievable.
They do this all the time, radio DJs, because they're so used to not writing their own stuff.
Right.
That they just think no one writes their own stuff, so everything's up for grabs.
Right.
Without having to give credit to anybody.
That's right. Well, the reports are coming in. We sent out 800 CDs all over the country, and the reports are coming back that our stuff is being played in other cities.
Oh, yeah.
But we're not getting credit yet.
No.
So hopefully, I guess we got to just be patient. But the guy from South Carolina is back on the line.
Oh, yes?
Some guy from up here going to school in South Carolina called to say he heard, butt plug down there?
Butt plug.
Butt plug in South Carolina, and the morning show down there did not give us credit, and he's back on the line. Yo, bro, you're back, huh?
Yeah, man.
What do you got?
I called all the people from Boston that go to school here.
Yeah.
I got about 20 people. We're all pissed off. We're thinking about burning the station down. Dude, you have some serious support down here in South Carolina.
Make sure all you guys start calling the station and say, hey, that's from Opie and Anthony.
Yeah.
Give them credit.
Tomorrow morning, I'm going to organize a big thing. The guy does the morning show. We're all going to call him up and bitch him out.
Thank you, dude. Let us know.
Yeah, no problem, man.
All right, brother.
You guys rock.
Thank you.
Bye.
You want to hear another call?
Yeah.
This is about Mancow Show. Well, Mancow is syndicated all over the country, and he's playing our stuff. What's up, brother?
Hey, on the way home from work this morning, I had the Mancow Show on.
Yeah.
And he played a Christmas song, too.
From Demented World?
Yeah.
And?
He didn't say nothing.
Oh, come on!
Jeez.
Are you serious?
I am serious. It was probably around 8:30 this morning.
There's 2 days in a row he's playing stuff from Demented World and not giving us credit. The guy is syndicated all over the country. Just give us credit. I don't care. We don't want money for our stuff. We just want credit! Credit! We did that song! We did it! Someone call him up tomorrow and tell him.
He's a huge offender. Oh, my God.
Just like the other one, we don't get credit for Hey Masterbator. There's emails going all over the country saying that Adam Sandler wrote a song called Hey Masterbator. Yeah. No, it was Opie and Anthony. It's on our Demented World CD. Just give us some credit! Thanks, bro.
Hey, no problem.
All right.
Later.
Some guy emailed me last night, gave me a location, web site. It's this guy in Vancouver, British Columbia. And he's got all these song parodies on his website written out. And one is the Macarena Blues. So I click on it, and there it is. Hey, Masterbator. But there's something weird about some of the versions that are on the net. There's so many on the net.
Yeah.
Everything ends in A.
That's not how you wrote it.
I'm sitting in my house, and I know that I'm a Lona.
Lona.
The only kind of one I got a tingle in my bona. No, I didn't put an A at the end of it.
Right.
If you see it, delete the A's.
Please.
So I wrote the guy a letter and, let him know who did it. And
well, if you get the Adam Sandler email where it says this is written by Adam Sandler, it's the words, Hey Masterbator, please respond to those emails and set them straight and tell them where they can find the damn song. We'd appreciate
Sandler.
that. Right?
Please.
All right. And according to the paper today, the CD has raised $17,000 for the New England homeless veterans.
Not bad.
I think it's actually a lot higher, but I think it's closer to 20, but that's cool. Whatever. And don't forget tomorrow in the Boston Globe, a story on Op and Ack and Demented World. Keep your fingers crossed, but I think we're going to get trashed again.
I wish it was TV. Maybe me and you could jump around like a blithering idiot.
With our mashed potato butt. Simple as this. You want disco, listen to BC. You want rock and roll, you keep it right here. It's a... That's a WAF exclusive, and they're playing the second night of the 3-day holiday rage with Piston and Gooch Thumb. I think we gave all our tickets away, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
All right, well, Rocco's in next to continue Ticket Blitz Thursday. We did a lot today, huh?
We had fun today, I believe.
The Christopher Glover show is over. The show was dedicated to a guy doing some hard time in Walpole. Don't ask, it's a long story. We had some fun talking to Crazy Jim and his masturbation stories. Any last tidbits you want to add to that?
I think he pretty much, every tip you would want.
No, I saved plenty for later.
Well, the best was the argument he had with the guy who claimed that he could...
Oh, after he leaves a deposit in the bottom of the tub.
No, the eye thing.
Oh yeah. Guy calls up and he's like, "Oh, dude, I'm in the shower and you got to be careful not to get it in your
eye. And I'm thinking, well, you shouldn't be bending over trying to stick it in your face.
He always knows just where to...
Test the envelopes. Anybody that gets it in their eye, man, that's a feat.
But you were telling us off mic that you once...
Well, that was laying on my back. Now, somebody that gets it in their eye laying on their back like I did, that was an accident. It was going end over end like a football. Like when they kick a football and go la, 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 la. And I'm not paying attention. I'm right in the throes of ecstasy, right? And then all of a sudden... I'm like, that's salty. Ow, ow,
All right.
Oh, my.
Well, what about the other thing you were saying where you threw it back over your right shoulder?
For good luck? For good luck. I spilt the salt. I guess I got to throw a batch over my right shoulder. We have plenty more stories for later.
Yeah, can't wait. Thanks.
Everything you've ever wanted to know about pleasuring yourself.
All right, well.
That is scary, though, the first time you do that.
You don't know what to expect.
You don't know what's going on. No one really gave you the hint of what's going on, so you just keep going. And it's great. Feels great. And then all of a sudden, like, boosh. And you're like, what the hell is going on?
Should our fathers have, like, sat us down and said, here's some Vaseline, here's a porno mag, go to town?
I don't know what it's like now with kids growing up that are, 12, 13, whatever. But back then, your parents, you did not discuss sex with your dad.
Not at all.
Because it always conjured up the image of whatever he was telling you, him doing with mom.
Right.
So you never even wanted to think of that.
I had four brothers. My oldest brother comes in the room one time. I guess he hadn't figured out how to do this. I'm sprawled out on the bed. I got a penthouse going. I'm smacking it for all it's worth. It's just like pow, 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 pow. All right. He opens the door and he's like, oh my God, what are you doing? Oh, I'm gonna tell Mom. Oh my God, that's so filthy. That's a sin. Oh my God. He's flipping out, right? I don't even miss a beat. I don't even stop I'm not surprised I don't miss a beat. I just look up and I say, I'm whacking in, and if you leave, I can finish up.
Like a damn...
Oh my God.
Like a damn monkey in his room.
I think that whole budding sexuality thing is really a tough one because it's like a tightrope walk, where any wrong turn during that formidable time can screw you up where you'll be up on a tower with a high-powered rifle. Because there's a point where you're first realizing about it, like through self-pleasuring, like Crazy Jim, or anything where maybe if you hear now sounds coming from your parents' room through a wall.
Oh, that was the worst.
It didn't matter when you're 8, 9 years old. You don't know what's going on. Yeah. When you're 13 and, like, there's your mom, like, you're just like, Daddy's hurting Mama again. Daddy's hurting Mama bad. He's really putting it to her. He's hurting her.
It's like in Slingblade. I came in and he was giving it to my mama really bad. I came in. He was going at it with a sling blade. Yeah. So I put a sling blade up to his head. I guess my mama liked it, though, because she was screaming pretty good. You gonna eat them French fried potatoes? Kaiser blade. And then I slipped her my Kaiser blade. I showed her my French fried potatoes. All of a sudden, she had my potatoes in her mouth, and turned them into mashed potatoes, which made my Kaiser blade pretty strong and straight. Come here, Mama. I'll take a whack at you. Don't really know what I was doing, but it felt good, You asking me if I'm going to commit those crimes again?
Canned meat.
I reckon I'm going to lay one to you. I got some potted meat in my pants.
Okay. I guess we're done. Yeah, I think so.
We're going to rock on. You're going to eat them French fried potatoes. I got a rock in my pants. I like this song. I got my Kaiser blade in my hand. I'm gonna whack it. You're gonna eat them French fried potatoes. And I stick this French fried potato up your butt. Come here, boy. I like that boy.
It's AF.